Hi there, I'm Emily Clevenger, the Manager of Recruitment for the Belisario College of Communications. Penn State commencement is just days away, and for 5 Belisario College seniors, that means, well, we're about to find out what that means. As those students prepare to end their college careers, we're going to talk about how they're feeling and what they've accomplished. So to jump right in, let's start with introductions. Davis?
Hi, I'm Davis Yoshitani. I'm an advertising major from West Point, New York.
Hi, I'm Cerrena Lewis. I'm a public relations major from New York City.
I'm Jenna Meleedy. I'm a media studies major from Upton, Massachusetts.
I'm Alisha Yi. I'm a film major, and I'm from Chester Springs, Pennsylvania.
And I'm Dylan Price. I'm a broadcast journalism major from Monticello, New York.
Wonderful. Welcome, and thank you all for being here. So to start the conversation, I just want to again point out, commencement is less than a week away. How are we feeling?
Definitely bittersweet. I've made so many amazing memories here at Penn State and have made so many great friendships. And yeah, that's definitely the bitter part. But the sweet part is just being really excited about my future and looking forward to seeing what comes next.
Yeah.
Davis kind of hit the nail on the head. It's bittersweet. It's the home that we've had for 4 years. We kind of built all of us our lives here, but now it's kind of sad to say goodbye, but also excited about the next chapter at the same time.
I'm gonna say I'm ready in like the best way possible. Definitely bittersweet. I'm gonna miss my home for 4 years, like Dylan said, and all my friends. But I think I'm ready to move on to like that next chapter.
Yeah.
I've done a complete 180 from the beginning of the semester. I really came into the semester with no fear about it, and I am not cool, calm, and collected anymore. Ever since we got to 22 days till graduation, the countdown, and then into single digits now, the countdown has been in the back of my head, behind my eyes, and every time I talk to somebody, there's this dull, panicky feeling that it's the last time I'll see them. So I'm just trying to not fight any of my feelings.
Yeah. Cerrena?
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the semester, it was definitely that bitter part of like feeling all the last and what that means. But now that we're so close to commencement and that I have successors in my positions now, I'm just so excited to see them shine next year and to be able to walk away and step back from everything that I've done. I'm just excited to see what they do next too.
Yeah. So as far as timelines go and milestones leading up to graduation, oftentimes one of those big milestones is your senior photos. So who here has already taken their senior photos?
Took mine in March.
In March? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah. Serena, have you taken yours?
I did mine actually on Monday.
Okay. All right. And for those of you who have taken photos, where'd you go? What was the one location that made you feel like this means Penn State to you?
Shockingly, the Lion Shrine.
Yeah.
And I just did it because everybody does. But then I saw the pictures and everything, and I loved them, and they're some of my favorite pictures that I took that day. And then of course Beaver Stadium. As a photographer, I've worked there several years in a row now. So having my graduation pictures with me in a cap and gown, like popping champagne in front of the stadium, meant a lot to me.
Yeah. Who else? Where'd you take your photos?
I'm taking mine in my apartment. It's incredibly small. It's a really dingy apartment, but I'm taking them with my roommate. I know we're going to have a good time, and it may not be aesthetic, but it's so us, and it's where my best memories are.
I love that. Dylan, where'd you take yours?
The encapsulating experience ones had to be Beaver Stadium, and then I
Okay.
did the sign outside here, and then I'm doing my second round with my roommates in an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay.
And we are going to do the comm radio studios and everything in here. So
All right, so Dylan has 2 rounds of photos. Yeah. Davis, have you scheduled grad photos?
Next question.
Okay, all right. Okay, so graduation is an event, right? So when we think about what's going to happen that day, who's coming to see you? Who's coming to celebrate with you?
My parents and my grandparents and my brother are
Okay.
coming up, and I'm really excited to see them and celebrate with them.
Okay. Anyone else?
I think it's just my parents who are going to be in State College, and I'm sending the link to everybody I know, pretty much. So
Oh, so everyone can watch from home.
yes.
Yeah. Who else? Who else is coming to help you celebrate?
parents.
I invited everybody from my theater groups. They mean so much to me. I don't know who's going to show up, but all of my organizations have their own little celebrations along the way to say goodbye. But I don't think it'll really feel real until I'm in my cap and gown saying goodbye to them. That's what I want.
Okay, so that's my next question. Will there be tears at graduation?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yes. Tears from you or tears from your support system?
I think my dad's would probably be like tears of joy. but I will be sobbing probably the entire time.
Good. Okay, so thinking about those tears of joy and all the memories that you've had across your last 4 years, what are you going to miss the most?
I think I'm going to miss the most the community that I built here. I've just been a part of so many different organizations here on campus, and it's just so weird that come next year that we don't get to have weekly meetings anymore, or we don't get to like bother each other about random projects. It's going to be really sad not to have something to share, and then I can't run to them about those things anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the people. I think that's the first time I've gotten choked up about it, but there's the places and everything here that it's going to be cool to come back and see again, but it's the people, it's the communities, the friends that we've made here, because we're all going to go all over and be all over the country, and this will be the 4 years that we were together. This will be the 4 years that we were building this life together, so definitely the people.
Absolutely. The friends that I've made here, I've seen more than I've seen my family for the past 4 years, pretty much. And like, of course, all the friends I made here don't live anywhere near me. So that's going to be a lot more challenging to reach out to them and connect. But also just like the experiences I've had here that I don't think I would have gotten anywhere else, like in college alone and then at Penn State by itself. Like I just like, those are just some memories that I'm always going to keep with me that are just very unique to this place.
I'll miss being able to call myself a student. I love learning. I love going into classes knowing that I'm going to learn something new every day and not knowing what it is. I'll miss the comfortability of knowing my way around campus. I love the campus. It's beautiful. And I miss feeling safe walking around campus. You know, moving to a city, I won't be able to walk around at night anymore. And I also love how there's always 12 things to do at once at Penn State. There's always somewhere I can go. There's always something to do. I don't have to try to create a community. The support system basically structures itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons I'll miss, but definitely like kind of going off what you were saying, just the activity you can have in your life, just from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, there's so many fun things to do, so many things to experience, and definitely like the friendships I've made and the people I get to do those things with has made college so special, and it's really the people that really makes Penn State really feel like home.
Yeah. So thinking back to your high school selves, and when you were just about to transition into college and to move away from home for the first time, what was something about that transition that made you really nervous that maybe thinking back on it now was easy and it was one of the best parts of your college experience?
I feel like I barely remember what my thought process was like I don't even associate with who I was before college anymore. I remember the first night I got to campus, I was staying in a hotel room before I could move into my dorm, and I just looked out at State College and I thought it was huge. I thought it was a city, and I just had this deep sense of wrongness, and I was so terrified that I had made the wrong choice. And it all just washed away so quickly. That feeling is so alien to me. I know for sure that I did the best thing I could for myself in that moment coming to Penn State, and I'm sad that I was ever so scared. And that's really what's comforting me now, because I have that same feeling of wrongness, even though I know it's going to be okay.
So thinking about to-do lists, right? Again, we still have some class left to do, and we still have grades left to be turned in. So what's left on the to-do list, whether it's for classroom work or extracurriculars? What's on your to-do list
A
still?
movie I need to finish. It's due in 2-ish days, a day and a half. So that's basically my priority right now. Once that's done, everything else is done. So it's kind of like right to the finish line.
Okay. But you're feeling good about your ability to get it done?
Yes, I think there's gonna be an all-nighter involved in there, but yeah, we'll get it done.
Okay. Who else? What's left on your to-do list?
Oh man, I feel like I've checked everything off, if I'm being honest. I just turned in my final assignment this morning, so I'm all done with school now. I think what's left for me is just like enjoying the last few days I have here in State College, going to moving on tomorrow for the last time, and enjoying the festival with my friends.
Great.
Yeah, I feel pretty wrapped up academically, but I guess just wanting to spend time with my friends, wanting to spend time. Maybe I think I'll take like a nice walk around campus, do like one last little stroll around and think about some really fun memories I've made in different buildings and whatnot. I think that'd be a cool way to wrap things up.
Great. So thinking about your last 4 years, does anything stand out as a moment to you that was really funny or just kind of that heartfelt, funny memory? Dylan,
Jenna.
you made a face.
Yeah, Jenna mentioned like knowing our way around. That kind of went away quickly. This semester, first week of classes, I still don't know my way around here. I still have to Google Maps every once in a while. I'm terrible with geography. And I decided for the first time in my 4 years to use my Outlook calendar instead of my line path, but I forgot I dropped the class, switched some things around. Didn't sync up with the Outlook, and I realized I went to the wrong class by sitting down in class. It was supposed to be a Kines 61 class. The professor, I showed up a minute or two late, so I didn't hear him, introduce what the class was. And he said to take out Los Libros. Thought he was just kind of being funny, kind of joking around, joshing around. And then he said, who knows what Hugar means? And I just shot my hand up all confident to play. He's like, oh, we got a pro in here. I'm looking around these kids. I'm like, what? They don't know what's going on. It's Hugar. Come on. And then he goes, yeah, welcome to Intro to Spanish. And I looked like a deer in headlights. I just put my backpack on and I got up to get out. And he goes, oh, leaving so soon? And I was like, oh, adios. And then I just shut the door and walked out. My class was not in Hammond, Sackett, wherever I walked in. It was on the other side of campus.
So did you eventually make it to the right class?
Eventually, yeah. Second time around.
Good. Okay, so what's next? Jenna, what's next for you?
So yesterday I signed a lease. I will be moving to Kentucky, which I've never been to before and have never considered as a place to live in. But my roommate is going, and I'm going with her. And I will start my remote job there. I'm going to be the communications coordinator for the National Association for Media Literacy Education.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, so thinking about your experiences and all the growth that has happened and all the lessons you've learned, what advice would you give your freshman self?
Soak up every moment. I think Jenna said it perfectly that there was the drop off. It was terrifying. You had this pit in your stomach, fear of what was going to lie ahead. And now I wish I could turn the page and go right back to that. Soak up every moment, do everything, say yes to everything, because it's going to come to a point where now we're here days away and everything's flashing back, and I don't feel like I left anything unsaid or things that I would wish I did again, but I think I wish I was present in every moment because now they're all going to be memories, but it's definitely soak everything up.
Absolutely. I think, like Jenna said too, I was terrified to be here. And I think that clouded me for maybe the first semester, but I think just living in the moment and trusting the process and knowing that I'm in the right place every single time, taking all the opportunities, just to not be afraid because I had to trust myself.
Yeah.
There's no right way to do college. Making the most of it, out of every moment comes way more from your mindset than anything else. I can't do things the right way by having a list of things I need to do or by signing up for every activity or club. I just need to be grateful for what I have in the moment. That is the only way to do college the right way.
I would just tell her, ask for help. I don't know why, but I went into college with this weird notion that I would be so lonely in my academic process and faculty or professors wouldn't be there for me, and that's so far from the truth. And had I known that, instead of waiting till the end of the semester when I felt like I was drowning, things would have been a lot different, I would say. So just ask for help. Rely on the professors. They're all here for you. They want the best for you. So just rely on them and use them.
Yeah, I would say tell him to take care of himself. Kind of step away if he needs to step away. Take your time on things. Just don't get too caught up in, I guess, working too hard, and enjoy the little things in life and just kind of take care of himself holistically. And I guess as a freshman, if you're listening to this, take some time to rest, and you don't have to be always go, go, go. And yeah, it'll be great.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that advice. It has been our absolute pleasure to get to know you as students and young professionals and as people. We are proud of you. We have been proud of you every step of the way, and we will continue to be proud of you and to call you our own as you proceed into your careers. And I just want to thank you for being part of the Belisario family, for making this college better, for interacting and engaging and cultivating a community that is stronger than ever for having you. So thank you for being part of the Belisario family, and we can't wait to support you into your future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.